Mickey, take it away, car! Go, go, go! Alright, give me some vanilla. I want flowers.
Hello, everybody. Hello, all of my crib enjoying, pacifier sucking, diaper wearing, little fucking baby fans. I hope that you've all gotten your daily milk intake for today. Today, I'm gonna be talking about baby movies. Now, this is gonna be kind of a bullshit video. Actually, it's just gonna be me saying some super stupid shit, and none of it means anything. So let's get started. So there's this term that's been on the film side of the internet. It's multiple different things. It's like what, baby movies, baby brain movies, normie movies, all of that. But I prefer calling it baby movies. That's what it kind of chalks down to. And it's just this kind of idea of a movie that's made for babies. It's not that hard to discern. A movie made for babies as juxtaposed to a movie made for real men. So today I'm gonna be trying to find out and define the term. What does baby movie mean? And what is a baby movie and what's not a baby movie? What are the elements of a baby movie to make a movie count as a baby movie? And what elements make something not count as a baby movie? By the way, I'm gonna sound like a huge pretentious fucking bitch in this video. So yeah, that's about it. And remember, this video kind of means nothing. So to start off, I don't consider something being a baby movie meaning it's a bad movie. If something is a baby movie, or if a movie is a movie for babies, it doesn't mean that it's a bad movie, at least in my interpretation of the phrase. Although I think that being a baby movie, or being a movie for babies, could be a fault of a movie or an issue with a movie, but not always. Being a baby movie does not automatically mean a movie is bad, and being a baby movie does not automatically mean that the movie being a baby movie is one of the faults of a movie. I think some movies can be good while being baby movies, and the baby movie part of them can just add to what's good about that movie. But also, on the other side of that, I think being a baby movie could mean that the movie is also bad. But what is a baby movie? Well, to me, a baby movie is something with like an incredibly simple and easy plot to follow. Either a super derivative and tropey plot that we've seen a million times before that we can easily follow, with characters that are super simple, again, characters that we've seen a million times before that we can also easily follow, and with messaging that is pretty surface level and doesn't go too deep. And usually the movie tells us everything that's going on. It tells us the messaging, and it tells us the character arcs that these characters are going on, if they go on any at all. In a baby movie, not much is left up for interpretation. It's this incredibly simple plot that general audiences can get a hook on and have a good time with. So with this kind of set of standards that make a baby movie, I think the easiest thing to call a baby movie is pretty much the MCU, the DCU, and most superhero movies. I think pretty much all of superhero movies, but there's a few exceptions, are baby movies. And I don't think every MCU movie is bad. There's certainly ones that I like, but even in the ones that I like, they're definitely baby movies. None of these movies go deep in their themes and their metaphors at all. None of the character arcs are all that interesting, if there are there at all. And the plots are incredibly simple. When you go into a Marvel movie, you know the good guys are going to win and the bad guys are going to lose, and I guess there's some comfort in that for some people. But it kind of makes sense that these are like the highest, most popular version or strain of the baby movie. Just because they're popular, they make a lot of money, even though not right now, but they have in the past, and for a good reason. I also think there's another type of popular movie that are baby movies. And I think they are the musical biopic. The musical biopic are some of the biggest baby movies in my opinion. First off, they make a lot of money at the box office, but they also all follow the very simple premise. We have an opening scene that's flash to the future. Then we flash back to when the artist is either young and starting out or a kid. We see the struggles of them writing music and trying to start out playing. Then we see the artist play some bar or small venue. And then there's a producer in the audience, and the producer is absolutely blown away by the performance they've just seen. They have to pick up this person. So the producer and the artist meet, they become friends, we get to know the producer as a character. And then we see the artist grow. We see them record their first album, then their first album becomes a hit. And then we see them play shows as there's montages to their famous tracks, to them doing drugs and alienating their wives, and their wives taking their kids to their mom's houses, and the artist getting worse and worse as a person. Until the artist divorces their wife, there's a legal part of the film. And then, at the end, the artist decides to go to rehab and come out a better person. And after that, they go on stage to play one of their famous shows. And the movie ends with a montage to their music, with real-life photos of the artist and information explaining the real-life story of the artist. I mean, this is the pretty basic story. It was parodied incredibly well in the masterpiece Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. So yeah, it's not hard to know that these are baby movies. I mean, most of them follow that simple premise, even though that I don't think all of them are bad. There's a certain few that I like. And actually, there's some that don't follow this premise or this plot structure that's been set up for years, and I applaud them for that. I think the last area of big baby movie are just big franchised or big studio blockbusters. I know that kind of covers a lot of ground, and I don't think all of these movies can be baby movies, but certainly most of them. Legacy sequels like Twisters and Halloween 2018, all definitely baby movies. These big franchise films, baby movies. And these big new studio blockbusters like whatever Ryan Reynolds does, baby movies. The horror franchise right now has a lot of baby movies in it right now. But you get these stupid fucking horror movies every single year like Tarot and Imaginary. But I think we've had horror movies that are baby movies for a long time. The basic slasher like the Friday the 13th series, all baby movies. They follow the same exact structure. A bunch of teens go out into a remote location, they do drugs, they have sex, and they be unholy, and the slasher goes and kills them in weird ways until one final girl either kills the slasher in some way or escapes the location. It's pretty simple, and all of these slashers basically follow this. And I'm not saying they're all bad for following this either. There's some that I like, but there's no doubt about it that these are baby movies. So we've talked enough about what is a baby movie, what defines a baby movie, and what I consider to be baby movies. But this kind of begs the question, what is an anti-baby movie? A movie that's not for babies, a movie that's for real men. Well, I'd say that David Lynch is definitely the most anti-baby movie director there is. His movies are super surreal and weird, with a lot of just weird and surreal concepts and themes and moments that I don't think babies would connect to. As well as David Lynch movies not being really clear on their messaging. Every single one of them is up to your own interpretation, and they're very flowy. You kind of just have to sit back and let the film wash over you, which is not something that babies like to do. Babies like to be told everything that they're supposed to think and feel in a movie. I think a recent example of an anti-baby movie is the film Die My Love. I watched it recently in a theater, and it was great. It really is an incredible film. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. But after I saw it, Fandango sent me a notification saying, please rate Die My Love. What did you think about it? And Bored Me clicked on it, and they wanted me to rate the movie out of 5 stars to put it on Rotten Tomatoes. I decided to look at the Rotten Tomatoes scores from the general audience, and oh my god, they're fucking terrible. People hate this movie, dude. General audiences despise Die My Love. And I mean, it's not hard to discern. The movie has a very flowy structure to it. There's not really a concrete plot or threading things together. It's more based on the performances and the themes of the film that thread everything together. It's also not an easy one to watch. There's a lot of surreal moments, a lot of super dark moments, and a lot of moments that are just kind of vague, you know? And things left up to interpretation. That kind of stuff is like my fucking shit. I love that shit. But babies, they don't. Because I'm a real man. So I think the anti-baby movie is kind of defined with super smart or different plots that we haven't seen before, that either move in a way that is not normal for a movie to move, or just are kind of remarkable in the way that they are different, and movies that have deeper themes or deeper messaging, or movies that are definitely leave more up for interpretation than they tell the audience, and movies with like surreal moments or surreal themes. I think these are all the elements of an anti-baby movie. And now you may ask, why am I all doing this? Why am I talking about baby movies at length? What is my greater purpose of this video? And the truth is nothing. This all means absolutely nothing. The term baby movie actually means nothing. Enjoy what you want. Don't like what you don't like. It's completely fine. If you hate David Lynch movies, you're objectively wrong, but you should if you just don't like him genuinely. But the term baby movie actually means nothing. It's a worn out term that's used by people on the internet, and it's kind of, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know what else to say. This is a pretty useless video that kind of just means nothing. So, I will see you all next time. Make sure to have your daily milk intake. Listen to your mothers. Have some nap time. Put that pacifier in your mouth and start playing with your baby toys, because I'll see you next time, and have a good day.